The number one fan is here. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple of sound checks real quick because OBS has been kind of weird lately. Music's fine. How's my voice? Also, everyone prepare for a spring jump scare. I knew it.
Gotcha.
I cannot hear it. It always does this. Did you hear the spring jump scare? Okay, I just heard the hydrate. So I'm gonna try one more jump scare. Sorry if it was too loud. One more jump scare coming in. Oh wait, I can't do it yet. I can't even do it yet? That's dumb. Okay, well. At least I heard the hydrate, so I think that's good news. If we get midstream and I don't hear the jump scare, I will try to set it back up. I don't know why it always does this. I can't quite figure that out. I definitely heard that. I'll also get you a snail rider as soon as we log on. I did the refresh before I actually hit stream, and I thought that that would get it, but apparently you have to wait until stream's already started to hit the refresh if it's going to actually work. I don't know. We'll get it figured out. I'm probably just doing something silly and not understanding OBS 100%. Also, I pinned a chat up at the top. Today we're going to be doing an egg hunt. Be on the lookout for turtle eggs. I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. Let's just go ahead and get going. Okay. Hello. Hope everyone's doing good. Okay. So today we're going to be doing this egg hunt. What you're going to be looking for are turtle eggs. They're going to look like this when they're placed down. And the prizes will be given out next stream. But so today, just look for these. And if you see one, you can yell at me in chat and hopefully I see it. And you can kind of tell me where you saw it. And we'll see how this goes. That's an awful sound though. Hope everyone's having a good day. We're gonna try to get this egg hunt going. I'm gonna be building some custom dogwood trees again, but I'm gonna attempt a different flower design, and if I hate it, then we'll go back to the other flower design. But while I'm doing that, you guys look for eggs, and then later tonight, if I am not too tired, I'm thinking about doing a second stream, and it'll be the Sundown SMP, full of anarchy and all of that jazz. Okay, and just be on the lookout for eggs, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff ready. Actually, I'll just go copy it from the real tree, the one I've already done, so. Gotta check out this view though, always love this view. Oh, I'm sorry, it's been busy today. Here's where we'll be putting the eggs. I will name the egg with your name right here, and then I'll put it in here, and then I'll pick out the prizes between streams. There's a total of 16 eggs hidden. Gonna just grab these materials here and try to remember how I did this. I think that's everything I need there, but the new design I'm gonna try is with one of these. Also, someone's cutting a tree down nearby, so if you hear background sounds, I'm sorry about that. I tried playing around with sound quality and such before stream, and I'm not sure I can completely hide it. It has to be a tree. I don't know what else is being that loud. Let's just get a quick look around at what we did last time. So last stream, I think this was a different stream, but I think last stream we added this yellow tulip. Date seems about right. And we added dogwoods. So here's my custom dogwood tree. It was kind of difficult to get a small flower in, but this is about as small as I could get it. We used, oh, I don't have this block. We used these as highlights, these blocks, and then this is a shadow. And then the flowers are pretty good, I think. I think they're kind of cute. Oh, sorry, Nisi. I know where a few of the eggs are, and I'll try to slow down when I'm near them a little bit. But we have, let's see, it's 1:40. We have like 2.5 hours to find them. So this is what we're going to be building to day 2, but see the flowers are made of stairs here, and then they have the slab on the back. I think what I'm going to try to do is see if I like flowers that look like this, so that way this sticks up a little more. We'll see how it goes. I will, there's a creeper. This is the first time I've ever done an Easter egg hunt like this, so hopefully it goes over well. Thanks for the burp. Thank you for the burp. Last year's Easter egg hunt was you claimed an armor stand and I gave you an Easter egg. There's Care Bears. So it's a bit different. I think we're gonna try Dogwood over here though, because I think this little grove here would be pretty nice for a dogwood. Maybe like get rid of this tree here.
Excuse you.
Thank you, Nacy. That was pretty gross. Pretty nasty. Let's get some of this cleared out here. Not sure if this is really enough room, but I guess we could clear out more as we go. I think it's at least a decent start. Try to get it kind of thick at the base. And let's see, which way do I want it to lean? We've got this here. Maybe it could be like up and kind of arching. I think this would be a good view of it too. So maybe like fill in this space. I don't know. I feel like definitely needs to be thicker as it goes up too. So let's just kind of bring some of this in. Ooh, thank you, thank you. Oh, I just punched the tree. Thank you. Oh, hitting all the wrong buttons. Here we go. So we're going to be building this dogwood here. Be on the lookout for turtle eggs. Oh, thank you. Another, oh my gosh. Hang on. Let me see who this is. Thank you for the follows. You guys are great. Amazing. Let me give some claps. Blow a kiss. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? I think actually. Whoa.
Ha, gotcha.
Definitely got me. I think this deserves this. So thank you, Minecraft and Bean Ocean, for the follows. I would really like... First of all, that's confirmation that the jump scare worked, by the way. So thank you for that. Wasn't really ready for it. Are you ever really ready for a jump scare though? Isn't that kind of the point? Let's see. We've got some branching it could do this way. I kind of want like a strong leader in the center. Maybe it could kind of like pop off this direction a bit. Do we want it to lean? Do I want it to lean? I don't know, maybe just like a little more drape around the edges. This one definitely needs to come over a bit. Also, if we don't find all of the hidden eggs, that's okay, because the spring gifts, one of the gifts that I'm going to be drawing at the end of spring are the unfound eggs, so don't worry. There's still another chance to get the eggs, even if we don't find any of them today. Okay, I'm going to step back and see if I like this general shape. I mean, it's always really hard to tell at the beginning of a tree if you're going to like it. But I definitely, after building a few of these, I kind of think going bigger is better because it's hard to fit the flowers in. So if we could like beef it up just a bit, that'd be nice. Maybe not that much though. Right, even that cow's upset about it. Did you hear that cow? He just yelled at me. He yelled at you. This cow just yelled. The cow completely agrees with Nisi. You're just gonna burp and scare me like that? See? See? Okay, let's make this one tall. I feel like this arm's a little long now, but maybe we could fix that by either lengthening the rest of them, or we could shorten that one, but I kind of want to lengthen it. And then let's start adding the shadows in now. See how that goes. Just put a little bit of this deep slate under the limbs a little bit and put them kind of like close to the trunk. And then when we get toward the outer parts, that's when we can start doing a little bit of the tuft and the acacia log. Kind of makes it just sort of seem like maybe the sun is like just like kissing the edges of the branches a little bit. And yes, at first these always seem a little weird when you start mixing blocks together like this, but in my opinion, once it all like gets the flowers on it, it looks pretty good. And I don't know if you guys know what dogwoods are, but they flower before they leaf out, so they have like these white flowers, then the green centers are like very like polka dotted, I guess. They're like bumpy is probably a better descriptor, like little like green bumpy things in the middle. So that's the kind of look we're going for. We are going to try a slightly different design there because they end up a little flat the way I've made the others, and I'm going to try to give it a little more texture. We'll see how it goes. Just going to play around with it. Think that this could have a little more light here. Maybe like that. Nope, that's definitely too close to the center. Why am I neglecting this branch? Hello? Okay, that's a pretty decent backbone. Yeah, they do, Dalton. They, up close, they kind of seem like they don't, but then when you step back a bit and you kind of like see it as a tree, it blends together a bit more. There's not anything really much closer to the color palette that I would like, so this is about as good as we're gonna get with the color scheme. Boy, cows are loud. Hang on one second. Okay. And we're back. I'm gonna cover this hole up though, because I don't like the zombies. Get out of here. Okay, I think this is a pretty decent shape. It's kind of blocky, but like what isn't in Minecraft. So I think now we can start doing maybe a couple of little side branches here and there. They can't be huge. Oh well, actually that wasn't that bad. Just kind of do that a bit. Let's maybe add a shadow. Or a highlight maybe? Let's do a highlight. Yeah, I think we could add another little side branch here. Let's try to get some variation going on. I don't want them all completely straight. Little extra texture. Something like that kind of. Maybe we could add like something here. Oh, we have another cave. Get out of here. Oh, we have a third cave. Why are there so many caves over here? That's a question I'd like to know an answer to. We're just going to cover these over, guys, real quick. They're very distracting. Okay. Yeah, the overall structure is, it's fine. It's fine. Let's add like some little offshoot branches here. Okay, and now let's see the original flowers I built. use stairs, but see the stairs kind of like
Sweet.
make it sort of flat on top. What we're gonna try now is doing slabs all the way around, so that way that bumps up. So let's go ahead and get one on. Do something like this. That's pretty nice. Spring gift. Why did I not hear that one? So obviously some of the sounds are still iffy. At least I saw it though. OBS is gonna have to get this figured out. I don't know why I can't hear some of these. Oh well. Let's get you a gift. Let's get you, let's see. See, I heard that. Thank you. I'll beautify the garden in just a moment. Let's get you, let's see, do we have, we don't have magenta yet. Let's do magenta. Let me see, 87. Boom. And as always, these gifts will be opened up at the end of spring. And like I was saying earlier, if we don't find all the eggs, some of the gifts will be leftover Easter eggs. So let's fly over here. Let's go to beautify the garden real quick. Here's our tree. Press this button. And you got an oak. Lovely, lovely. Let's see. We need, oh, Nisi, you got 3 trees in a row. And I'm not sure if you got these or not, but you have another tree here. You're like getting a lot of trees. Here we go. And as always, we need to put the oak back in the box so it can get back into the mix. Very nice, very nice. We're gonna have to work on this circus tent soon. It's a little plain in there. Okay, let's take a gentle stroll back to where we were. This is always such a great view. I always love it over here, so I always like to take a moment. Walk across this bridge. And we're just working right over here. Okay. Let's, do we like this flower? I feel like I like it. I wonder if we could do pale shelves as another type of flower. Like if we had one coming off to the side. I wonder if this looks like a dogwood. Or does this just look like shelves? I don't know. I don't love that. I think I would prefer keeping them the other way. Thank you. Let's put that here. I think this needs like an offshoot branch. There. And the key to doing the dogwoods is honestly trying not to overwhelm the area with the dogwood flowers, because then it just kind of looks like a pile of quartz. So keeping it kind of airy is the way to go, but you still have to add enough that it looks lush. And I think I do kind of like the slabs versus this, because it's hard to see the green part here until you get under it, but maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I kind of like both. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the peaceful stream is so relaxing. You really don't have to think about a lot. Anarchy is amazing, and I love being over there. But when I was streaming Anarchy the other day, it was literally like I was scared to do anything, which is fine. It's fine. I'm actually trying to do Anarchy stream tonight, and hopefully it'll be a little more peaceful and I can get a build going. I'm in charge of, well, I don't know if I'm in charge of it, but I'm trying to build a courthouse. So we can have some trials for people who have committed crimes. Yeah, me too. Because they all have it. See, the difference is the green pops through the white here because it's half a block as the white, versus over here, since these are stairs, it kind of covers up the green unless you're right under it. So I think I prefer the green popping through too. I don't like how those are touching. And the reason I'm using the bamboo is, well, first of all, because it's like pretty much the perfect color green, but when you see the bamboo, it has these little dots all over it. And I think that looks quite a bit like a dogwood bloom. Do we like that these are both upside down? I don't think so. I think I need to turn this one over. We'll do that, and then Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll just do that. Gonna try to keep taking steps back and look at the tree from different angles. I don't love how this seems like a swoop and there's like a gap here. So let's try to get a flower in this area. Do I like that? It's kind of weird. Okay, is that in the right spot? It's close. Let's
What
just
in
stop
tarnation?
there. I didn't hear it. I don't know why. Egg on the hill behind you. This hill, you mean? Congratulations on the first Easter egg. Let's get you named here. Yeah, you got one. Woo! I don't know why I can't hear all the sounds, which is crazy. Congratulations on the first Easter egg. I'll have to play around with sounds after stream today. Today's going to be a busy day, but it'll be okay. Yep, sure was. Sure was an Easter egg. I wonder, actually, I should be changing skins, right? I haven't done this in a while. Hang on, what in tarnation? What in tarnation am I doing? Hello? Gotta be orange now. Let's see, let's go here. Boom. Just to confirm, you did hear the what in tarnation when you claimed it, right? It's on my end. I thought as much. I would take the time to do it real quick, but I also really don't want to leave you guys hanging while I try to do sound stuff, so I think what I'm going to do is ignore it for now, because some of them are working. And I don't think I want one there, actually. Maybe one in here. And we're definitely going to need to start doing some here. Maybe if we have a branch that has some sunlight hitting it, and then we do one more here. You heard him too? Good, good, good. I know which part of OBS it is. I can tell, like, for some reason one of the things I have turned on is not working. Let's add another branch here, kind of pull it up a little, see if we can get a flower here. And then let's pull this branch down a little, see if we can get one to fit there. I feel like this area needs a little something, so let's try that, and then let's put a flower here. Okay, that's starting to look better. I feel like there's still a bit of a gap, so maybe we could squeeze one more in here. At least the jump scare is the only sound that I absolutely have to hear. The rest of them are for you guys, so that makes me feel a little better, as long as you guys are hearing them. you okay? Cal, are you okay? You having one of those days? What's up? Block on the bushes. This thing? You mean this guy right here? What is this? Because that Nisi, is an Easter egg. Boom. Let's get you an Easter egg named. Congratulations on the second egg. Now we got EJ Dalton and Nisi87, both with an Easter egg. Yeah, there we go. Congratulations, congratulations. Maybe when I do a break in a little bit, I'll see if I can get the sounds to work on my end. Something like that. I feel like we need a little bit of something right here. Okay, maybe one more right here. And then I think this side will be pretty full. This is too close. I don't think so. As long as they're not like completely touching. Although we could probably scoot it over one. There we go. That angle's looking fairly good. Let's check out this side now. Okay, it's pretty full. We need to fill in this branch right here. See if we can bump this up. Oh, misclick. Okay. Okay, let's fill these branches in here, and then we'll see where we're at. And we'll do, after we get the tree done, we'll do a quick little like run around, see if you guys spot any eggs on the way. See. Pretty nice, pretty nice. maybe one here. Let's get petals on. Let's do another here. Maybe one that points down too, though, so that way there's a little bit of variation here. So if we do this, that's pretty good. See if we can squeeze one in here. We're gonna need one here. I've got a branch that pops out this way, so I think I need to extend it. Maybe put it like that. Maybe up a little though. Try not to let them touch too much. Something like that. Which then means the flower's gonna be pointing down though. So if we do that. Okay, oh, I'm stuck. From this angle, the only spot that I see that really might need a little something is either here or here. So let's see if we can squeeze a flower here maybe. Without it touching too much. It's touching quite a bit there, but does it look okay? It's fine. Maybe one right here though. There's a witch. I do that every time. Thank you, Nisi. I feel like this branch here, though, just kind of comes to a dead end. I know it doesn't because it has this flower, but it kind of seems like it does. So maybe if we just do that. Much better. Oh, hello. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. Here, let me give you the wave. Hi, welcome in, welcome in. Let me give you the kiss. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. And oh yeah, the Snow Rider. I gotta get you 2 of those now. Thank you for the follow, Motown. Okay, so let's see. I owe you a lime Snail Rider and now an orange Snail Rider. Let's just delete all of this. We can get you both of these going at once. What kind of block do we want? Let's go full orange. Wait, oh yeah, it needs to have a wall. Thank you, Brief Chip. Thank you for the follow. Hang on, let me give you a wave. Hi, welcome in, welcome in. Kisses, kisses for you. Thank you. Okay. Let me get this Snail Rider. Thank you for the follow. You guys are amazing. Welcome in, everyone. Whoa.
Ha! Gotcha.
Yes, absolutely got me that time. Okay, we're gonna start with the orange one, just because I've got all the orange stuff out. Let's try him like here maybe. Cute little snail. Let's put the honey for orange. Gross. Okay, and we also need the pots for the eyes. Let's get your armor stand out. Let's see what
Who
kind of.
could have possibly foreseen this outcome?
Thank you, Brief Chip. Let me switch characters real quick now. We got a purple redeem, so let's go to purple. Let's see, maybe the magic robe. No. Let's do enchanter. Boom. There we go. Thank you for the redeem. Ugh, the burp. Thank you for the burp. Thank you. Okay, we need your snail rider to have his little eyes. Let's get the armor stand on. Let's have him look probably directly forward, so that way as you're leaving, you can say bye to the guy.
Excuse you.
Right. Thank you for the hydrate. I will also be hydrating. Hang on, let me get the, let's get the water bottle out. Let's all take a quick drink together.
Sweet.
Thank you for the gift. Nice to bring it. Hi, Bella Sakura. How are you doing? Welcome in. You're just in time to see me be purple. I've got a couple things going on real quick. Let me run over, get the gift going. Spring gifts will be opened at the end of spring, but go ahead and get them all claimed up over the next few streams. We already have a cyan one. Let's pick a different color. It's okay if we have multiples of the colors, but you know, sometimes you just want to branch out a little. Let's do purple. I don't think we have one. Okay, so we had Brief Chip 7. There you go. And I will be opening the gifts at the end of spring and hopefully get something really good. Oh, yep. Packing up. Very nice. See, we got the hydrate. We did all of that. Let's finish up the snail rider and get the other snail rider going. What are we wearing? Let's see. Let's just try plain leather. I think that we haven't really done a plain leather in a while. Let's give you a spear. Let's try the copper. Why not? He's orange. And let's get you a name tag. I always forget where the name tags are. That's crazy every time. Okay. And I believe EJ Dalton got both the snail riders. So I'll just name both of them and then boom. There we go. And then let's get the lime one going. Let's see, where do we want a lime one? I feel like maybe over on this hill. He can hang out here. Now we need to pick the actual snail color. Let's go with, we have to pick from the walls first because that's the part that matters. Because we don't have a ton of different wall variants. Let's try Instone. I think it's been a while since we've done Instone. And then we're going to need the slime. Wherever that's at. Over here, I believe. It's just hidden because I've got everything moved. There we go. Get the cute little snail going. Let's break that. Maybe pop that there. There we go. And here's this little tail. Gross. then we're gonna also need to get the armor stand for this one. Let's have him looking out toward everything. Get the eyes on the snail. And what do we want for this one? I'm thinking, why not gold? He's got like these like little yellow colors here, so let's go for gold. And what do we want him to hold? Let's do a spyglass, because he's like up on the hill looking at everybody, maybe looking for Easter eggs. And let's get him named EJ Dalton as well. There we go. Both snow riders are done. Well, maybe let's just switch this to here. I don't know, something about that little corner. Yeah, okay, there we go. I like that a lot better. Hi, Brief Chip. Okay, let's get some of these blocks back in our inventory since we had to clear them out. I think that's pretty much all of it. Okay, so from this perspective, we're just about done with filling in everything. Maybe from this perspective, we need another flower here. So let's see what we can do about that. It's kind of in an awkward spot, so we're probably going to need a diagonal. And then maybe bump it out one so it's not so close to the other flower. Put that here, and yeah, there we go. That filled that space beautifully. Maybe if we had something else right here, so let's just have a little baby branch that pops out. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. We're going for dogwood trees today. I came up with another flower design here. Last week we did a different dogwood tree that had stairs, and I liked it a lot, but I didn't love that the bamboo and the stairs were flat against each other, so today we're going with one that pops out a little. It's adding a lot more green. So let's try, we definitely need another flower here. And I know up top we're still missing stuff. We're gonna do that last. I think maybe right here is another good empty spot. This branch needs something. So let's go up with this one. We still have an empty branch here. This looks like it's gonna want to go up. Nope, it's gonna want to go down. Perfect. Now let's do one that does go up here. Maybe let's do that number. Just play around with a couple different branch options real quick before I decide. Let's bump it this way. And that could probably go back to being flat. Yeah. There we go. We have this branch here that needs a little something on it. Let's bump it out one more, just so it gets a little bit further from this flower. Now, from this perspective, it does look pretty good, but here you see this gap here. I don't love that it's so dark. So let's see if we can squeeze in one more in this area here where I'm actually flying. So if we add a shadow, maybe come out diagonally. That's going to be a little close, but they're not touching. So we'll try it. Let's see if we like it. And I think I do. It filled the gap that I needed filled. It's good. It's good. Let's go ahead and add the top of the tree. Oh, hi. Hello. Welcome in. Hang on, let me get you a wave. Welcome in. Also, a little kissy. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Still a little empty right here in this little section, so I'm gonna try to do something about that. Let's see if we could get like just a little diagonal flower here. Need to bump it up one. Oh, it's getting to be a tight squeeze through here. Oh, you know Tink? Very nice. Let's see. I think that's going to make this go up. Switch this petal. Oh, not that one. Switch this branch to a petal. That's very cool. Now I'm kind of feeling like it's starting to look pretty full. Maybe we could actually squeeze one more in on top of this. Maybe here. And let's fill in this last couple spots here. It's still a little empty right here from this angle now that I've came back around to it. So if we could maybe just pop a little flower here. I think that'll do the trick. Yeah. Now let's do something here. See if we can get it to come down a little, and then let's maybe try coming over with it. Those are pretty close, but they won't actually touch because this one's upside down. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they're actually in bloom right now, so I was pretty inspired to just go ahead and get some in Minecraft. I think this gap here needs a little flower. Let's see. Do we want it to go up or down? Let's go up. Very nice. And now the only thing left I can see immediately is the top. So let's just go ahead and get a flower just right on top. See if we like that. It looks pretty fair from this direction. And I wanted this branch to overhang a little more, just so that way we could sort of walk under it when we walk by. Maybe this is a little bare, so we could just pop that in. Let's see if we can go down with it. They should totally add dogwoods to Minecraft. I think it'd be really pretty. I think this one might be kind of done for the flowering portion, so maybe we could just slightly work on where the shading's at here. Let's pop in some highlights on top. And then get the shadows down low. And I think I'm gonna fill this little cave in. If the pig will let me, stay out of there. Okay, there we go. So let's pull the root out just a little. Since it's shady down here, we can use the deep slate. And I think this is about got this one. Okay, and we are doing an egg hunt today, so let me, while we're done building for a moment, let's go back to the beginning. And we'll do a little run through and see if you guys spot anything. We're looking for turtle eggs. Let me just grab a turtle egg real quick, show you guys what we're looking for. In case you don't know, we're gonna be looking for eggs that look like that, placed on the ground or really anywhere. And you can grab it. And between streams, I will see what gift you got, what prize, and then next stream we'll be giving those out. So if you see it, if you see any eggs, just like shout out in the chat there. But while we're looking for eggs, I'm just going to show you some of my favorite views. I love this view here, minus the zombie in the distance. But when a bee flies through here, it's just my favorite. Love these mountains. And we got a pretty good view of the dogwoods. Hopefully I didn't obstruct this view of the temple. I don't think I did. No, that's pretty good. Oh, the little baby chick. Hello, little cutie. Here's last week's dogwood. Lovely. Here's the temple we've been working on. Did we have a spring build earlier? Hang on. Let me check the redemptions real quick and see if I missed out on one. I think it was a spring gift. Okay. Here's the Nisi's flower patch from last year. The temple's looking good. It's got snails on it. Love that. The first dogwood we tried out, it was a little smaller. I still like it though. Here's our spring builds. If you claim a spring build, you will get a flower. Sometimes it's a tulip or a lily of the valley, just depends on what I'm feeling. We've been popping a few of the tulips around though. And I think it's actually coming along pretty well over here. Let's hop down here onto the path. Here's a pink tulip I've done. Thank you, Nisi. I think it's looking pretty good over here. We also have an allium out in the distance that I played around with. Okay, and I believe we're gonna go ahead and do another dogwood over here. Already got the base of it started. On the path, on the crystal. Let's see. Back to the path. The crystal, so probably this area. Talking about this one right here. Because you're right. Let's go ahead and get you your Easter egg. Congratulations, Brief. Or Chip. Would you prefer Brief or Chip? Or Brief Chip? Thank you for the burp. Okay. We've now found 3 of the 16 Easter eggs. And don't worry if we don't find them all. They will be part of the gifts that I open up at spring. One of the redemption things for the gifts is...
excuse you.
Exactly, gross. But the Easter eggs that aren't found will be given out as part of the gifts. Now let's go ahead and get us switched back since we've had the excuse you, and it's been a little while since I changed skins again. Let's see, let's go back to our spring hoodie. Mr. Slime is back. Thank you for the excuse you, since EJ Dalton keeps burping up a storm. Let's fly back over here and we'll get this dogwood going. Oh, not the Dorito breath. We'll go ahead and get rid of the obsidian, which was really just to mark where I wanted key items, so pop that out. See where we want the dogwood to go. I kind of want it to be another larger one. Maybe overhang a bit. Let's curve this one a little. Sort of make it hang over the path a little as you walk by. I feel like, though, it's going to be... I know, right, Nisi? The Dorito burps. Let's go ahead and get rid of this azalea. I put it here, so it'll be fine. I think I just would rather have a little bit more of a clean area down below the tree so we can see better. Probably have to get rid of a birch or two also. And then we'll let these leaves be cleaning up. Go ahead and get it a good head start though. Okay. Agreed. Agreed. Clean up the base a little bit. Have it more open over here. Okay, and that's a little too thick for now, but... And I kind of wouldn't mind a thicker tree this time. Let's get rid of all the highlights real quick. Let's see. Do we want... Yeah, let's cover this up. Bring it out this way a little so it has some roots in the ground holding it. Because it's going to be leaning this way, so it's going to need some structure on this side to hold that in so it doesn't tip over. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you like them. You can see the temple from here. I've been working on it for the last few streams when we're on the server. Custom mountains. I really like the mountains. Some of the houses have pink roofs, some have the blue. The dogwoods are actually looking so good from here too. The village really needed a pop of white. And this is the area that we're expanding into. So it's kind of plain and empty over here for now, but yes, it is going well. I think so. We're expanding over to here though, and this is the area that we work in during the springtime. This is called Festivale, and you can kind of see the Christmas tree peeking through. We're pretty close to the winter area. We've got a summer area that way and a fall area just beyond the Christmas tree. So as soon as summer gets here, we'll be working a little bit more over there. And I've got some ideas for what I want to do already. I can take a stroll over there if you would like, just to see what the rest of the seasons look like so far. I don't mind that at all, brief. Just let me know if you'd like me to go over there. Think for this tree, a nice thick base will come up a little, kind of have it thicker here too a little bit, because it's going to need to be able to hold all the weight of the tree that leans. We'll come up and over this way. Sounds good, brief. We'll be over there in the next few streams. Spring's kind of, sort of, I mean, in a relative sense, we'll be in the summer area soonish. Do I like that way? Sure. So I think it needs to have a little more thickness here. Still thin. We're gonna go for like a draping one this time. We'll see how it goes. If I hate it along the way, we can kind of add more structure this way and it won't be as drapey. Just get a rough outline of what we want here. I think a shorter branch here wouldn't be bad. Yeah, that's all right. They always start off a little weird, and then they get better as you go. Okay, the lower branches are fine. Maybe they could be extended a little, but we'll figure that out as we go. Now, if the leader's doing this,
Ha! Gotcha.
thank you, you got me. I felt that in my fingertips. My goodness. Let's have it arch a little more. Same, Dalton. I feel like that one's gonna make my hands sweat a little. Have like a nice arch, and then let's have some branches coming off to the side a little. We're gonna want something coming up. It scared you and you did it. Yeah, they're kind of loud. That's the spring gong. Every season has its own jump scare. I still think, even though we're wanting the leader to drape this way, I still think it needs a little something right here, like a little offshoot branch. Because this gap's going to be crazy weird. And then let's try that. Do we like the walk effect under it? Let's see. Yeah, it's overhanging the path pretty good. Maybe this tree needs to go though. True. That is payback. Okay, so if we had this come down just a little more. Do we like that? No, I think I like it better the other way. Okay, this is the general shape of the tree we're going for, so let's go ahead and start adding in some of the shadows, thicken up the bases of the branch a little. And then let's see. That's pretty much all of the branches. This looks like it would be pretty dark in here, so let's add that. Now that looks fair, so let's go ahead and start adding the highlights in. It's pretty sunny up here. Dalton has been using the jump scares and the burps, and they've been scaring Nisi and I. So it seems like You got Dalton back for that. What was that? Pocket slime? Okay, I got you. I got you. Let's see. Oh. Get out of here, Birch. Yes, he did, Nisi. He's acting like it might have been the burps, but it was definitely the jump scare. Okay, EJ Dalton, pocket slime. There we go. Let's get it at the front of the inventory. Let's see, we probably need a highlight here. The tip of this can be highlighted. I don't want these to get too close together, so let's back this one up a little. Add some highlights on top. Highlight here wouldn't be horrible. Called out in chat, called out. Yeah, there we go. Let's get some little side branches going on some of these main branches while we're adding the highlights. True, Brief, true. Very true. Let's see. I feel like, what is that? Oh, cow equals cheese. That's true. Yeah. Earlier when Dalton was doing the jump scares, the cows were upset at him. Okay, the side branches are adding quite a bit of detail, as they do. See how we feel about a couple more coming off this way. I feel like this could come up a little. So maybe if we just kind of did that, and then this one could come down a little. Like that. Do you use the cheese a lot, Brief? That's hilarious. Add some highlights here. Maybe let's bring this one out to the side. Okay, that's looking like a pretty decent start. I forgot this branch down here though. Okay, let's see where this gets us, and if we need more branches as we go, we can add them. Although this one feels a little weird. There we go. Okay.
What in tarnation?
Oh, I heard that one. Right. Okay, Tink. Okay. What in tarnation? Let's get the orange skin back on. Told you I had that. I told you I had it. Let's see. We were orange rancher earlier. Let's go orange formal. There we go. Got my suit and tie on. Yeah, that's me using my orange voice. All of the different slimes have different voices, so let's start over here from this angle and see where we need to go. I think just kind of adding some on the tips, and then we'll figure out everything from there. Let's add one in here. Oh no, Dalton, that's okay. That's okay.
Ha! Gotcha.
You with the jump scares and the burps. It's okay, Dalton. I am gonna try to do an Anarchy stream tonight. Actually with Bella up there, so. Right?
Excuse you.
I know, Nisi, I know. And since we just switched skins to the orange, I will wait a while before we do the green skin again, the lime skin. Right. They're good at the jump scares. They love the jump scares. Wait, I can just do that now. Yep, bye Dalton. Have a good rest of the day. We'll see you later. You're scaring the cows though, so it's fine. No, let's have a diagonal. Yeah, that's fine. Right? There's been a few this stream. Kind of feel like we are going to need something right here to fill in that gap. So let's see if we can get a branch that actually gets it over to where we need it to be. Is this gonna touch too much? No, it's fine, it's fine. That is an acceptable amount of touch. Maybe. Maybe. I think that's fine for now. We'll see if it needs to have more later. Let's just work our way around to the next branch. We'll work on the leader last. I usually like to do the leader as the last one. So let's try adding a little branch here. See if we can get the flower to come up and over. Actually, if we do it here, the flower will go up. And then let's see what we can do about getting one here. Nope. Okay, that's a pretty good spot. Now let's see if we can get one here. That's pretty good. I don't love the diagonal on that one, though. It's a little... It's fine, it's fine. Just looks like it's almost floating, though. But maybe it'll be covered up as we go. Let's try this one next. Yep, that fills that gap nicely. I think we need one in this area, though. How to do this? If we have that there, if we don't need that, we can do this. Okay, those are a little bit in the same spot visually from here, but that's okay. Let's do one up now. Let's do it over here, though. It's fine. Honestly, though, I do think it needed to go up. Where do we want this? Maybe like that. It's fine. It could probably look a little better if we did that, though. And then maybe broke that. Okay. And I still feel like we need something here. Let's see if we can get a branch going this way. Get a flower where we would like here, maybe. Maybe we just need the... No, let's scoot it over one. Okay, that's pretty good. Maybe one here. Well, that did not fill the gap that I wanted filled, but still in a decent spot. Maybe we needed... that. And then we could do one here. And hopefully this fills the gap visually. I think it will. It sure did. Okay, so this side is starting to look pretty good from here. Let's change perspective and we'll start over here now. My favorite flower in Minecraft or real life because they're different. My favorite Minecraft flower is the orchid, and in real life is a violet. I love the orchids. I think they're really cool. And also from a certain perspective, sometimes they kind of look like a skull and crossbones. I don't know. I've seen it. Maybe it's a Java thing. But I like that they're from swamps. I don't know. They're really pretty. I love the color. think if we add another here, that'll get this area filled in pretty nicely from this angle. Let's add one here. I don't know if we want it to go up or down, but I'm gonna try up first. Okay, that's nice, that's nice. Put a couple of flowers on the ends of these branches. Nope. There we go. Okay. We definitely need some at the tips of these. We've got this little branch here too, so let's not forget it. Let's see if we can get some quartz to come down. I'm afraid if we do this, it barely touches. It'll be okay. Let's see if we hate it. No, it's okay. Definitely gonna need one here. Oh no, my bamboo. Agreed. Orchid is super pretty. Do we have enough room for a little? Yeah, yep, there we go. Perfect. Let's try. I don't want it completely in line with that one, so let's try moving it over a little. We've got a tip here that needs to be flowered. And then with this, I do like the side branch, but maybe we can start to bring it out a little. And if I put one going down, it's going to run into that, so we're probably going to need to go up with this one also. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, that's starting to fill in this. I still think, though, that this is going to be pretty empty, but maybe not when we get the leader going. But we could still probably add in a little side branch right here, just as a precaution. Let's get, do we like that? Yeah, that's fine. No, let's add it here, and then let's add the petal here. Perfect. Really fills in all the gaps that we needed. Okay, let's move on around for now to this side, get this area going. What's your favorite flower, Reef? A dandelion. So were you a fan of the golden dandelion being added, or how do you feel about the golden one? Nice. Yeah, I would be a fan if they added some like an orchid variant. I would be pretty happy about that. I'm actually super excited for the sulfur coming up too. Sulfur cube. You better believe we're getting a new character. Okay, so from this perspective, I see a line here. There's like a plane that's occurring. I don't love that. So if we can kind of break that up, I wouldn't mind that. So let's try to move this flower. try to move it down a little. Okay. Now we have this area that's pretty empty, and that's not going to be filled by any flowers, so we need to add a new branch. Oh yeah, I'm not super thrilled about the cave spiders. I mean, it makes sense, I guess. But that's definitely going to make it very dangerous. But I'm in love with the sulfur cube, so I love that you can feed it blocks and it has different attributes based on that. I will definitely fight off a few cave spiders so I can get me a sulfur cube. At least you only need one, right? Because you can break them down and let them grow back up. So as long as you can get one in a bucket, you can avoid the cave entirely. Unless they change that mechanic. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be adding a new slime character to the roster. You've already seen the lime one. I'm orange right now. You've seen purple earlier. I've already got red and cyan done too. Those are characters you could actually get me to change into. But as soon as this sulfur cube comes out, I'm adding yellow as another character. Any slime lore, I love the slimes. They're my favorite. If you can't tell by my name and my character. Is this gonna touch too much? I don't love that. Let's scoot it over. Maybe this way a little. They are. I've always been a fan of the little slimes too because they can't really do any damage, so I'm really happy that they're adding a neutral slime this time. And the fact you can put it in a bucket. Like, what? That's so adorable. And I'm excited for all the mini games that are gonna come out. There's gonna be so much creativity because of this mob. Like, I'm sure you've seen, like, well, first of all, Minecraft at Minecraft Live, they already showed off a few sports you could do. But I'm sure you've seen, like, people are posting all sorts of mini games and stuff you can make out of it. Oh yeah, I'm so excited for golf, honestly. think this angle is looking pretty good now. I think it needs something right there. Actually, we could probably just do this. Ooh, that's gonna make it touch though, so maybe we do go up a little. Let's pop that there. And then maybe we go up. Okay, and then now let's see if we can get a flower to fill in the gap. Let me make sure that that's going to be in the right spot. It is not. We need to make it more over here. Maybe we could do an upside down one. That's not going to touch. There we go. It's looking fair. There might need to be something right here. Maybe we could just do a little dude like that. This angle is pretty good. And let's go ahead and do the leader real quick. Have this one going up, sticking up out of the way a little bit. This one could also kind of go up, I guess, but then we're gonna need to do some other levels. Favorite update? Ooh. Hard to say. I did love the Nether update. That's been a long time though. I think everyone really loved the Nether update. Let's see. I kind of enjoyed the what's it called? The Garden Awakens one with the Pale Garden stuff. I thought that was a pretty cool concept because it added the creaking, which was a really cool idea in my opinion. I like that it added the eye blossom. That's a pretty cool flower. It added the whole new biome with the, it's got like that really cool fog effect. So ever since then I've really wanted to build in a pale biome, but kind of rip out the infrastructure. Just kind of do my own thing there, just so that way it's super foggy. I think that'd be really fun. I don't know. I would say my favorite full-fledged update was the Nether, and my favorite drop's probably the Awakens, Garden Awakens. What about you? Also, do you prefer the updates or the drops? I personally don't really have any issues with the drops. I kind of think it's nice to have multiple updates per year. Gives them more time to do what they want, you know, without having to theme it all together. The Happy Ghast is adorable. It's kind of slow, but I do like it. Okay, I think some of these other trees could go. They're kind of blocking my view, but it's starting to look pretty good from other angles. I think the drape effect is still there. I don't know if I'll do another drape tree though. It kind of loses its drapiness once you get all the flowers on. I like it from this angle though. Oh yeah, the axolotl, super cute. Which one was that? Was that one of the caves and cliffs updates when it added the lush caves? Because the axolotls are adorable. Let's see about adding maybe like a highlight in here so it looks like a little bit of sunlight's trickling through. Yeah, the axolotl update was a really good one. I think this one's about done. Maybe we could do a little something right here at the tip of this to bring it out a little more. And maybe if we add just one more that drapes down.
Who could have possibly foreseen this outcome?
Right, right. Okay, let's get back to purple. So for purple we did enchanter last time. Let's do this outfit. It's kind of fun. There we go. I think if we get this flower here though, to point down, it'll add that drape effect I was wanting. I do like the tree overall. It's just not really, well, from this angle it looks like a drape. I don't know. From over here though, it kind of just looks like a tree. So I do like this angle though quite a bit. I'm gonna need to get rid of some of these birch trees though. Let's try that. Maybe let's get it out of the way of this one too. I did make the skins. I've got how many characters? 5 characters right now, and I give them all different outfits. Mr. Slime, the original slime color, the lime color, has the most outfits, and everyone else kind of gets a few less. I'm working on getting more for everyone though. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this one I made for my birthday. I gave this outfit to everybody, all the different slimes, except for the shoe color and the bow color changed to match the slime that wears it. Occasionally I'll have a block bench stream where I make skins every once in a while. When the sulfur stuff drops, I'll probably have another block bench stream so I can make a new character for the yellow color, so you could be on the lookout for that. It's mostly just it's a lot more chill. It's just hanging out while I do art and we chat and stuff like that. I think that's pretty good, but I did miss this branch, so let me add a little flower here. Maybe one more out. Snail Rider! Oh yeah, Nisi got a snail rider. And we're purple, so you're gonna get a purple snail. Let's see. Where could we put a snail? Probably like right over here. I think that'd be kind of cool. And we drop all this off. Glazed terracotta. what color do we want for the rest of the snail? We just did in stone. I feel like this would go good with it. Let's go with the mud brick. Yeah, Snail Rider. Sort of, if you've played, what is it called? Clash of Clans, or it's not Clash of Clans, it's the spinoff. That's where I got it. They have a Hog Rider. What am I looking for? I keep getting distracted. Here we go. That's the snail. Let's get the slime. It's over here. So yeah, they have a Hog Rider over there, so I thought I needed a Snail Rider. Don't ask how I got my voice to do that. I've tried it again. I don't think I can ever do that again in my life. I've tried. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the other game. It's not Clash of Clans, it's Clash Royale. There we go. And they have a Hog Rider that I thought was hilarious, so I had to make my own sound for it. And honestly, it's kind of cool because you get a little snail, and then you're the Snail Rider. So you get a little armor stand. And then depending on what color of skin I'm wearing, so right now you just changed me to purple, and then Nisi claimed it, so it's a purple snail shell. Let's see. Let's go with iron this time. And they can hold... What do we want them to hold? Is a mace weird? I feel like a mace would be kind of cool. I haven't done that in a long time. There we go. Let's get the name tag out. I literally always forget where the name tag is at though. So I usually have to type that one in. Ugh, yep, okay. It's fine, it's fine. And that was Nisi. 87. There we go. Congratulations on your Snow Rider. Hope you like it. I like it. Okay, how are we feeling about the dogwood? Does it need a little more? I feel like it's a little flat right here. Like maybe we could drop down this flower by one. Thank you, Brief. I think that added a good bit. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this. It's a little bit empty here now, but maybe if we just kind of did that and give it a little more texture. Or It's fine, it's fine. What if we bump it down this low, but we made it go off to the side? And that'll still cap it, but then also kind of let this do its thing here, and then we can do that. And then that can go away because it's not part of anything anymore. That's all right. I kind of feel like it needs to go the other way. Let's try it out over here and see if I like it a little better. It's not bad. Yeah, that feels a little better to me. And if we really had to make it... yeah, there we go, okay. There we go, I'm settling on this for that branch. Do we want a little flower there? Any mob head. Personally, I wish we could do the player heads. I know that's not necessarily a mob, but if we could do player heads, that would add so much that we could do, because you can change your skin to be whatever and then get the head, and it could be a little decoration item. But if we have to stick strictly to mobs, like we've already got the creeper, we've got zombie and skeleton, dragon, wither skeleton. It would probably make sense to do spiders next, but you know, I've always wanted the little slime heads because I think that they just look like a really tiny slime on the mod packs. So that would be really cool, but I feel like they'll probably do spiders next. But a player head or a slime head would be my preference. What mob head would you like? Yeah, the little slime head would be adorable because it looks like a little slime, like plush animal or something, like a little plushie. I feel like we do need a few more of these trees gone. Like, I feel like if we took this one out, there'd be a really good view from over here. And then maybe we can build something here one day to really just show off the dogwood. It's a little flat. A little something like that. I don't know. Let's add that back. I think I liked it better like that. Feels a little thin. So maybe if we brought it out like that. Yeah, that's better. This helped a lot over here. Oh yeah, do we have a piglin head? Hang on, the regular piglin? We do. I forgot all about the piglin. So yeah, the brute would be really fun. You're right. That'd be a good trophy. I feel like maybe we could go up a little bit right here. So let's remove this flower. Let's get this branch to go up and over a little. And then maybe that'll help the whole thing. I feel like that's fine. True, they are really strong, so it'd be a pretty good trophy to be able to show off to people. Well, now I feel like it's up too high. Like, maybe we should bring it down one more. Or maybe scoot it over one. Do you tend to do more adventuring in Minecraft? Are you an adventurer? Thank you, thank you. Let's all hydrate together. If you guys have something to drink, go ahead and grab that. Make sure everyone stays hydrated. There we go. Gotta keep your slime hydrated. Oh, it depends. I don't do a ton of adventuring. I tend to try to build more. But I have recently joined an anarchy server, so that had a bit of adventuring in it, and I'm also in a hardcore server. I wanted to branch out a little bit, try to break my comfort zone. Cheers, Nisi. If I could, I would like hang out at the house and build in different areas the entire time. Okay, I think we're gonna move on from this dogwood. I think I've got it to a place where I'm happy with it. It's looking pretty good, even from weird angles. Excuse me, Snow Rider. This angle is probably the weirdest one, but honestly, it looks pretty good from here too. It looks more like a standard tree. I like the shape, but when you're up under it, no, I like it. I like it. Yeah. It looks pretty good. There's not really a spot that I'm hating on it anymore. Okay, let's, how much time do we have left? Okay, we don't actually have that much longer for this stream, so let's do a quick look around for eggs. How about that? And then I'll show off what we have built for the spring area. Obviously, here's our dogwood from today. Looks pretty good. We got a snail rider today. Let's work our way up the path a little bit. Oh, thank you, thank you. I don't think we had any spring builds today. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of this is from previous years. Like, I don't really date the Snail Riders, but I do date the other things occasionally. So a lot of this is from last year or maybe even the year before. Like, oh. Thank you, Nisi. Thank you. Might have been why. Brief. Maybe it just got snatched up. Okay, let's do a spring build real quick then. We've got enough time for one of those. Okay, we've got Lily of the Valley. I haven't done one of those in a while. And we've got tulips. Let's do... So we've got 3 tulips here, and I've got a pink one over there. I don't have a white tulip. I don't know why else they'd be out of stock. Okay, yeah, let's work our way through this. Let's just delete all of that. Okay. We also need this. Okay. I think that's about it. Let me think about what all I might need real quick. I had this written down at one point so I could remember every item I needed, but I think we're just gonna wing it this time and kind of try to remember. I think it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do an orchid? I could try that. We only have a few minutes left, so I could try out an orchid, and then if it starts to go wrong, I can switch it to Lily of the Valley. And I try to build them sort of where I'm at the moment, so we've got the Dogwood here, and we're going to be building over here next, so maybe I could do one here and get rid of this tree and this tree, and then kind of fill in this area with one. I haven't really tried an orchid yet, so it might be awful. Just bear with me. We'll try it out. An orchid though, let's see, we're gonna need, let me get an orchid out. Looks like it's got a lot going on. So let's see, probably need more room here for sure. Let's get rid of all this. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this too, and if I need another tree back, I can just grow one. We want a lot of room to work with here. Trust the process. Exactly, exactly. Sometimes it takes a while. Okay. Okay, an orchid comes up and then kind of has stuff hanging out this way and that way, and I think it would go pretty well here, so let's just try it. If we're gonna go for like a rough estimate, it'd be like 3, 8-ish. Looks like about 8 blocks. Is that too tall? Do we want to try to just wing it? That's not too tall. And then it kind of looks like we're gonna come off of that and have another one or two. And we're gonna have some stuff hanging off in the back, but two of them kind of flanking. So we could try some stairs and then a slab and start working our way diagonally. Okay, it's pretty decent so far. Okay, and we're not going for exact details here. Oh, thank you, Brief. We're just trying to get a rough idea of an orchid. So we got two more in the front that stick forward in the same way, but kind of down low. So let's try it here. So that way it's not in the walkway too much, hopefully. Okay. We'll try that out. Take a look at it. You can walk under it, that's pretty good. Now, the flowers on these look kind of like maybe they're just kind of round, but the rest of the flowers we've been building, they're lamps, so I still want to try to bring that aspect in, so let's see what we can use. I think the closest color we've got is probably prismarine, which isn't ideal. It's not super saturated like I'd like, but I need to be able to use stairs and slabs so I can get more detail. I feel like prismarine itself changes colors too much. It kind of goes purple. So let's stick with the prismarine brick. And let's just see what we can do. We need a lamp for sure, so let's get one up diagonally. And then let's do the same over here. And we're gonna need a lamp up here. And then one more lamp. There's about to be an ad. Just hang out and it'll be okay. This is gonna take a while. We'll do a lamp up top. Kind of like that, maybe. Okay, and now we need this to be blue, and it needs to maybe be like a bell-shaped flower or like an opened flower somehow. Let's see what we can do here. It's pretty decent. Something like that, possibly. Let's just play around with a few ideas. It's gonna take a second, guys. I don't like that at all. I kind of liked it better like that. That looks pretty good, actually. We'll wait for the ad to finish up before we do a ton. And while that's happening, I'll just scroll through and see what kind of blocks we even have to play with. Honestly, we don't have a lot of blue, so there's not much we can do to brighten this up, unfortunately. Oh, you like that? I think it looks good. I'll probably... I know, right? The wool would be bright enough, but it doesn't have the angles that I need. I wish that I could do slabs and stairs of it, because this would look way better in color. But anywhere I place it, it's gonna kind of be like, see? I don't know. Let's just see if we hate it with all the prismarine first. And if we don't love it, then I can try out some other techniques. I think what I'm going to do here is just mimic the other one. So this first one needs to just wrap this way. We'll put this up here. Fill this in, and then we'll throw in an extra lamp and light it up. And maybe this could be thinner. And to kind of bulk that up, maybe we could, oh, it can't go there, but it can go there. Thank you. I think this interaction here is not quite thick enough for me now, so maybe it did need this. I think it looks all right though, so let's just play around with that for a while and we'll see how it goes. Do another of the blossoms back here. Ring around it real quick. Pop that up there. Another lamp in each. Go ahead and get them lit up. Throw the slabs on. I mean, the color is not bad. It could be bluer, don't get me wrong, but it's not bad. Now let's figure out what we want to do for the big blossom up top. And I'm going to leave this middle one out just because I'm not exactly sure what that is in terms of like a bloom. Maybe we could just like throw a little bit of blue in here. Like that. See if that does what we need it to. See, I don't know if I like that though, right? This middle bloom here that's just kind of like hanging out and takes up the center. I think remove this. I think I liked it better without it, and you still get the idea of an orchid. Or maybe we could have like a little detail that just kind of hangs out here. Let's work on the top bloom. Okay, to sort of give the same vibe, maybe it needs to be just completely square. And then we'll add the other details around that. Or maybe the corners could be, oh, oopsie. Calm down, little slime, calm down. Okay, so something like that. And then we could do Do we want the blossom to come down further? I think so, and then we can slab around it. Okay, so I love that so far. I think what we're gonna do is get rid of this top stuff and then just cover it over. It could be a little rounder though, so maybe a little plop up there, or maybe this is a stair. Then another plop. I like the smaller one better, but this is not bad. I just don't know what I need to do to it. Maybe it's the fact that these are hanging down too. Maybe if I kept them up. It would give it more interest. Yeah, I like the cupped nature of it now. That looks a good bit better. Now I'm not sure about that. Okay. And now let's get some little details. See these little leaves at the bottom here? Let's get some of those on. Maybe we could just do this. And then maybe just a slab in the back. Something like that. And then let's put the trapdoor here to thicken it up a little. And I think we could thicken it here just to give it a little detail. And same with here, where all the nodes of the flowers are. Maybe even pop that there, spawn proof it a little more. It's not bad, that's for sure. I don't hate it. I really actually kind of like the cup of the flower here. Let's beef it up here a little maybe. I think all of this is going to end up being, yeah. Okay. Maybe we could just add that there. Yeah. It's doing a thing. It's doing it. Do we like that? I don't think so. But that in the back could stay. Oh, thank you. No, I bet you could do this. I mean, it's just throwing blocks together. I'm in creative mode, so it's a bit easier there because you can check a few things quicker, but you could definitely do this. I kind of want... You know, it's actually okay. If you like it, I think it looks pretty good. Maybe it might change over time because this is the first one. So as I try it more and more, maybe I'll get a little better at it. I kind of feel like this actually could go all the way around though. And they're meant to be like flower lamps, so I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. Just walk across the bridge. You'd be walking through here. Yeah, it's fine. Let's add a sign here now. We need to mark down the date and who claimed it. I believe it was Nisi. Let me check. Nisi 87 Springbuild. Yep. Okay, so and today's date. I don't remember if I did numbers or letters for the rest, but we're gonna go with that. And there we go. Thank you, Brief. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it at that. And then that got us over the time threshold that we were gonna do anyways. So let's call that good. And let's go ahead and work our way back to the starting area. I'm glad you like it, Nisi. Here, let me give you the kisses. Okay. Past the dogwood trees again. Let's go. What was that? Let me check. Pocket slime. Yeah. I got you. The pocket slimes are fun because they actually make it a little harder to build. They take up inventory space. Brief chips 7. There we go. Now we got 2 pocket slimes. And we're actually going over there. I could just fly over there, but I want to go ahead and show you everything. I love that you can see the temple from here too. I'm not sure why. Did you already get a gift today? I think you can only get 1 gift per day. I'm not sure if you were one that claimed it earlier. I know it's been claimed a couple times already. There are definitely limits to it. Probably hit the threshold. They're meant to be a little exclusive just so that way there's not like thousands of gifts given out or anything, like a bunch of them. But if you've already got one today, it's probably why. Oh, I did do the numbers before, so we're just going to ignore the fact that I wrote letters on this one. It's fine. Here's the temple we've been working on. I think it looks pretty good. The houses, these are from the previous years. And birds were a redemption last year or the year before. Egg in the flower patch. Flower patch. Nisi's flower patch from last year. It's actually almost the anniversary of your flower patch. Here we go. Sorry, little turtle. Congratulations. You got another Easter egg. We'll figure out what that is in between streams, and then next Gilded Bedrock stream, I will be giving out the gifts. Some of the better gifts would be like VIP in chat. There's other gifts like free builds, so you don't have to redeem a spring build. You get unique ones based on that. I won't spoil what the builds are yet, but they're not just the spring build flower. We got Snail Rider today. We got another Dogwood over here. Usually like the temple's view from here too. Yeah, so if you're lucky, you could be VIP when you show up next. And you got 2 chances there, so that's good. This is still one of my favorite views, if I didn't show you before, right here. I love this view. The petals falling and sometimes bees come out. Oh, it's gorgeous. That's for the summer area over there, the lighthouse. You can see palm trees in the distance. Christmas tree here. And this tower is for the autumn area. So, got a lot going on over here. Okay, let's get back to World of Will Slime. We usually work on the this area for my birthday or for a couple of different reasons, but we really need to get back over here, finish off the interior of the tent. So this is World of Will Slime. It's gonna be an amusement park eventually, but we rarely get to work here because it only rolls around a few times a year. Whereas most of the time we're working in the either the spring area or summer area or whatever. The original Snail Riders, but without their riders. We've got some pandas that work here. This one does the sushi. And what we do with the pocket slime at the end of stream is we come here and we place all of our pocket slime here. And eventually they make a slime block, which if you ever do slime stack or we get a free slime block there, it actually goes over to the world's largest slime ball, where we are trying to get the largest slime ball in existence. It's definitely the biggest one in our world, so the sign's not a lie. Not sure if anyone has a larger slime ball out there, but it's actually getting so big it kind of lags. If you redeem slime stack, I add 64. And yeah, it's just kind of random over here. It's gonna take a while for us to get everything, but I'm enjoying it. This is our local chicken restaurant. It's Coffee. Coffee's birthday's every day. It's always Coffee's birthday. I have had fun. Yeah. And we're at the 7-Eleven, where Sneezy works. This is where Sneezy spends most of their time. They run the register here at the local 7-Eleven. And yeah, so thank you for coming by. Let's go ahead and stay for the raid if you guys would like. I would greatly appreciate that. And Give me just a moment. I'll get the ending soon screen pulled up, and we'll figure out who we're gonna raid. Thank you, Brief Chip, for coming by. Thank you for everyone who followed today. That was amazing. Thank you to the Bellas for coming by. Nisi, you were the #1 fan today. Congratulations. You only get one of those per day, and it's usually a race, so congrats. Let's see, we've got, who do we want to raid? Oh, let's raid Eric Bannister, because he's actually on the server that we are going to be hopping onto later. I'm not sure if he's playing on it right now. Looks like he's actually doing Farland. So, but it would still be nice to raid over to him. Let me make sure I spell his name right. There we go. Thank you for everyone who stopped by. Much love to you, Slime Army, and I hope you all have a really good day. I will probably be... had to be EJ Dalton. Yeah, you did. Yeah, he's usually first. I should... Unless I get too tired, I should be on again tonight, streaming one more time, and we're going to be on the Anarchy server called Sundown. It's by Phantom Limb. There's a few people on there. And we're going to attempt to build a courthouse, so we'll see how that goes. Not a lot you can do on an Anarchy server usually, so. Let me get the stream message put up, actually. Here is the regular one, and I think if you have emotes, you should be able to do this one. Much love, much love.